Hello, today we're going to talk about how you can save on real estate commissions and still work with the realtor of your choice. Now, my name is John McConnin. I'm a broker and an attorney, and I've referred out many real estate listings because I once had my website was upsidedownrealestate.com and underwaterrealestate.com. I got people from all over the state calling me to talk to them about what we can do in terms of negotiations with the banks, and even sometimes we were working with people on like we were doing loan mods before they became short sales. And so we had referrals all over the state, and I know realtors will give up to 70% commission on referrals. I also worked with a referral company that worked with doctors, and they had a sliding scale, and the more expensive the property, they took commissions up, referrals up to 70%. Most realtors are coached to take referrals, and their brokerages encourage referrals, and you can see I'll get into how they also discourage discounting their commissions to the broker. So in short, the point of this is referrals are a lot easier to get out of real estate agents than are discounts. And frequently the referrals can be a lot larger than the discounts agents would offer anyway. So for instance, let me go to, I think it was slide 7. I'm already there, sorry. It's in the background here. I'll probably shrink and focus on this. So they don't take them for professional pride because brokers take big cuts. For instance, let's say the fee for a listing would be a commission would be, this is probably low for California, but let's say it's $10,000 as a round number. The national office might get a cut of 7% right off the top, and the brokerage might get a cut of say 15 to 30% on average, and it's all negotiable. It could go a little lower, but let's just say that's normal for a brokerage. Now, frequently, in my experience, I worked at some big brokerages before I went out on my own. I've been a broker for about over 10 years, and at first I worked at some big brokerages. They would take their cuts based on the standard rate in the office. Let's say it was 5 or 6%. So if a realtor only took a 4% listing or reduced his commissions, he'd still owe the national fee and the broker fee on the full price listing. So he'd really be almost double paying out. If he cut it in half, he'd be double paying out, and he might have almost nothing left. He or she might have nothing left for themselves. So it's frequently hard for realtors in big brokerages to take discounts. Now, some of them don't do it for personal belief systems. When I was looking to list my home before I became a realtor, I noticed a lot of them said, this is part of their scripts, hey, real lawyers and doctors don't take discounts, but we know they do. I'm a lawyer. I've discounted my fee many times. I was on a gurney 2.5 weeks ago for an emergency appendectomy surgery. When they told me, hey, we're going to wheel you into the operating room, but before we have to do an intake into the hospital, I had already signed a lot of paperwork. The intake was really about my giving them money in case my insurance didn't pay. And they also said, my insurance is pretty good. They pay. And they go, but you probably have a big discount. They're maybe not going to pay for everything. And if you pay us $1,000 now towards those fees, we're also likely to discount them for you if you tell us you're paying those out of your pocket. So I gave them $1,000. It turned out to be a good thing. They gave me a great room and I had great care. But doctors discount, lawyers discount. So I don't know if I haven't heard in a while, maybe the inferiority complex doesn't know. There's other reasons. They already take listings in the area and they tell people, hey, they told other listings, hey, I don't take a discount. Well, they can't go ahead and then, it'd be difficult for them to go ahead and give you a discount. Discounts are hard to come by. I've tried it. You may try it. Some realtors give them, many realtors don't. And you can run into scripts. Like I looked up these scripts on the internet, and some of them, I like them. Like here's one. I have a lot of them here, but it'd take too long. So let me find Mike Ferry's. Mike Ferry's, I probably heard the script back then. His son's now doing a lot of training. I think he still might. But this is sort of, you'll hear stuff in this vein. As a professional, my time has a certain value, which is true. And I only work with people like you that realize the value of my service. And before you say anything, think about this. If an agent is willing to cut his or her commission just like that, how well do you think they will hold up when it comes to negotiating the best possible price for your home? Now, I really like that objection because, I frequently get calls I do on the internet as a lawyer doing real estate. So people call me, hey, I'm already working with the listing agent to buy the home. Would you help me out? Or I'm already working with I've already got the buyer. Would you help me sell it as your capacity as a lawyer? Because they realize lawyers make mess of realtors. A lawyer's fee, even by the hour, and it could be substantially less than 6% or 5% that a realtor would charge. And they're like, yeah, let's call a lawyer who's got experience. So I get a lot of those calls. And I've learned that I know that if they're paying $300 an hour, they're going to try to do a lot of the work on their own. Yet escrow and title and even the other realtor expect certain things to happen in a certain time frame in a certain way, and it creates, I don't want to give my client away and say, hey, my client's paying me by the hour, and he doesn't want it. He wants to do this on his own. He's going to take a little while. So I've learned I have to flat fee the circumstances, and I'll tell clients if they're, they already have a buyer. Well, at this stage, there could be about 15 hours of work left for me. This is what I charge. I might say, let's say $150 an hour or $200 an hour, but I'm negotiable. If there's a risk that the buyers back out, we have to do it again, or that an argument happens over how well the home was repaired, and it takes hours, or sometimes escrow's got issues or title's got issues. I mean, there's a chance that 15 can turn into 30 or 40, and we talk about that. We arrive at the fees somewhere in the area I suggested, but again, I'm negotiable. So I like that fee. I understand a realtor says, hey, it's not, and essentially they're saying, I'd rather be out marketing and working with other clients than working for $50 an hour, $100 an hour. And that's why that's a pretty good objection. But it doesn't mean as a homeowner, you should accept it when the realtor's already going to make $15,000, $20,000, or $30,000 in fees or more. So, in short, let me just go to the summary. This could go on forever. The takeaway is this. It can be tough to negotiate a commission down. It can cause a little bit of animosity between you and the agent. I mean, why do people in Hollywood, smart people in Hollywood, or smart athletes let their agents negotiate their compensation? Because then they can still go and say, hey, they can blame their agent. He's the one who's holding you out for more money, jacking you up. I just want to play baseball, or I just want to act, and you just want to work with your realtor as a team and sell your home. So you can let someone else negotiate through a referral a discount for you. Now, you can do that with your cousins and relatives in another state. I just referred out a listing to Florida for my father-in-law, even though he lives there. And we negotiated, I think I said 35. He might have taken 33 or something. He discussed that with the agent. I've signed the paperwork. I don't want to create problems with my wife's brothers. So I'm just going to let that commission reduction go back on the HUD and say, just take it off your realtor fees at the end of the listing. We can do that. We can do a lot of things. But if you call me up, I have a program, a really good value-added program. It comes from how I know as a realtor. As I said, I've referred out dozens of listings, for anywhere from 30 to 70% referral fees. So I can talk about, in the right circumstances, what the right expected referral fee could be. You can always go for more. And then I talk about how, I value added. If you have me help you pick out the realtors, and I'm there to help you if you have problems with escrow, and I review the contracts, and I can do a lot of things as a lawyer can do. We can do it this way. So let's say it's $1,000 to $2,000, depending on what I'm doing, that comes from the realtor as a referral fee. I'll do it through my brokerage, make it easier than getting paid as a lawyer off the HUD. And then let's say, so the remaining amount you could think about as a referral fee, and we could talk about how we can get you that referral fee money either on the HUD or, depending, there's RESPA laws, there's federal laws that talk about whether you can get that money after the closing back in your pocket. We're constrained in some of those laws, but we can talk about how that works. And sometimes you're not going to be constrained, but we can talk about how we get you a substantial discount in your real estate commissions from the realtor of your choice. So give me a call, or, if you're at my website, instead of, give me a call at 760-415-5873. Or if you're on my website, something you can click on and you can see more about the programs I offer. But thanks and good luck selling real estate. Thanks. Bye.